Alright folks, here's our little comparison, which was kind of inspired by a video by Redskull, Alex, on his channel, who's one of my favorite reviewers. I trust him totally, on this little guy, the MELE PCG02 Intel Apollo Lake stick PC. It's very tiny. I mean, it's really tiny. We'll get to that a little later when I show you some pictures from his video. Versus the Zotac Ci327 Intel Apollo Lake mini PC. Now, there are pros and cons to both of these. So let's just get out of that. Now, see that little tiny PC in his hand there? Yeah. Pretty darn tiny. It's itsy bitsy, folks. But it comes with a decent price, $179. You're going to get 4 gig of RAM, Windows 10 license already on it, and 32 gigabytes of storage. Bonus though, you can go to the back side and there's a micro SD slot. So you could literally just let Windows 10 sit on the C partition and it'll add a D partition and put in a 128 or 256 gig SD card and have plenty of room to install apps. Maybe they won't be as fast as off a pure SSD drive, but it'll get the job done. So what's it being compared to? This guy right here. Yes sir. Let me just get out of that. And I already have the Ci323, so I can come at you from my point of view on Zotac and tell you 100% fantastic little PCs. They'll get the job done. They have 8 bazillion ports on them, and that's no exaggeration. 2 Ethernet ports on the back, display port, VGA out, and HDMI out, and on the front here, blessed with USB-C 3.0 and another USB full-size 3.0. Woo! And a full-size mic or SD card slot. Should you feel the urge to slip something in there, and some ports for microphone and headset jack, along with wireless Bluetooth. In addition to those Ethernet ports, AC on the wire or the Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, of course, 4.0. So, all that being said, let's move on. This guy has Bluetooth. It has Ethernet. It has a headphone jack, so you can plug it into speakers. It also has your ports here, a couple of USB ports, and this port over here is the USB that your power supply will plug into. So you're going to have a power supply plugged in. These are actual PCs. They don't have batteries in them. At the end though, that big connector there, right here, that is an HDMI port out. So you can send it to your monitor just like you can the Zotac, like the way I use my Zotac Ci323 with an HDMI to a DVI adapter that I had to learn all about to get the correct one. because my Dell monitor is so old. But theoretically, this is where we're getting down to what you can use these for. Yeah, you got a small business. You just need to surf the web. You just need to look at some videos, maybe watch, like we do at work, watch car auctions, things like that, online. All right, now the Dell we have from the dark ages is a wireless G. We could literally plug this into our router from our cable company and boost that to 1 gig, bit quicker, or use wireless and it'd probably give us another 10-20 megabits per second. It's not like we're really needing it, but be cool. And this thing is very tiny, but you'll also notice it just kind of sits flat. And in Alex's video, he'll point out it does get warm. One, you don't want to play games with these. They're just going to overheat and not work well. At least on this one. The Zotac has considerably better cooling. We're going to go back here and show you why. See the little feet on the Zotac there? Yeah. Those little things. That allows, the Zotac has these holes all over it, all around it to suck air in and out. And mine, now this is my N3150 version of the Ci323, not the 327 that we're talking about. But let's just have a look here. As we're recording a video, this is live. Ooh, we're all the way up to 62C. Yeah. Last time this thing got hot, it's because I set something on top of it. It just doesn't get hot. It's like an ice cube, totally silent. Back to this one, you might need, unless you can figure out a way to mount it on its edge, so the heat sinks and cooling, and it's got the same thing on the back. Can't really see them, but they're there. There you can, right down here. Well, that really doesn't prop it up enough to cool it. But, face it, problem solved. And this is just Target, but see these things? Yeah. That is a little, what they call a Scotch bumper from one other company that had. Yeah, you can buy a pack of them for $3.99. And I'm sure you can buy them elsewhere besides Target, Walmart, Fred's, Family Dollar, Dollar Store, Family General. I'm willing to bet these are sold all over the place. Just enough to push it up and let it run cool. You just sit in here and here, just to push it up a little without really interfering with the heat sinks. And since you're getting the whole pack, they may not stick for too long, because they're only going to be on the edge of those heat sinks. In the long run, you'll have more than enough of them. Or you could set it on one of those cooler fans you can buy, but now you're going to use extra power. Now, let's get into the specs. Yeah, specs is cool. Alright, now, let's just close that up. Now, the little guy here. 4 gig of RAM, 32 gig eMMC. 4 gig of RAM, adequate. It'll work for what we're describing using it for. Don't buy this thing to play games on. Don't use this to edit videos. except lightweight. You probably could use it to edit videos, because I'll tell you what, my Zotac Ci327 is what we're going to edit this video on. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this, it was edited on this. Music added, everything done. Took a while, but I use OpenShot, and we're not talking any fanciness and swirly images or any of that, and not a lot of cutaways. Basically a one-shot video. But this thing will work. It'll get the job done. So you're a small company, you just need something you can buy that you can go get a, I don't know, let's just say, get yourself a monitor with front-facing speakers. You're done. You get an all-in-one, and if you ever buy something else, you're still good. It's like having a TV. This thing will get the job done at only $179. Now, the Zotac, only $149. But grasshopper. There are differences. More ports, yeah. Very cool. Already propped up. Big case. It'll stay cool. Next, you can unscrew these little tabs under here. That and that. And the whole bottom drops out. And that's where, you know, see, you're not going, these are bare bones. So you're going to have to get an SSD drive, So3, and stuff it in there. Take you 5 seconds, and 8 gig of RAM. Now you can try, they give you 2 slots. I have not tried on mine ever adding an extra 8 gig, because it works great with 8 gig. 8 gig of RAM rocks on a PC. I mean, 2 years ago, nobody had 8 gig of RAM on a PC, you know, without spending $2,000. So, this will work. I'm gonna guess, and I'm only guessing, I can tell you exactly on mine, I paid about $259 after getting an SSD with 240 gig, silicon power, and some Corsair RAM. It's been fantastic. I mean, we're not seeing any stutters or breakup here, are we? No. And we are on the Zotac. So, in the end, which one would I recommend? I can't tell you that I've reviewed either. But if it was up to me, and I had a small business, and I just wanted to throw a monitor up and a little tiny PC, and you can actually mount the Zotac on the back of your modern monitor, and you're good to go. You won't even know it's there, and you can start them up with, you know, you plug a USB mouse into it, you can double click it, and the thing wakes up and goes. You don't even have to reach around and turn it on. It just wakes up with the mouse. Both can use a Bluetooth keyboard, which saves you more cables, a wireless mouse, or a Bluetooth mouse even on both, if you wanted to. These are things you're going to have to consider, you're going to have to purchase. Either one is worth it. It just depends on where you're going. So, here's what I'm going to tell you. Do you want to spend a little more? Get the Zotac. I think you'll be happy. But if you want to spend a little less, you might be just as happy with this little character over here. I mean, it's just, first off, it's really cool. You can just show it to your customers and go, hey, that's what we do. That's our PC. And they go, oh, well, that's no bigger than a cell phone. But it is neat. So, I will link Alex's post, so you can watch his whole review on this thing. He'll give you the ups and downs and what he thinks. And in one of the cards on here, the little upper corner with the eye, I'll send you back to my very first post on this channel on the Zotac Ci327. It's exactly the same case, ports. Difference is N3150 versus N3450, which we know is obviously a lot more powerful. And that is about all I have for tonight. I have tried to keep it short. I probably haven't. I tend to chitter chatter too much, and I am doing that right now, so we're going to just say good night, folks.